Ladies and gentlemen, welcome back to another episode of Piranha Motorsports, and this one is one that a lot of you have been waiting for. We're going to do an update on the 12s for 2K Ute, and you're going to find out exactly why we've taken our time getting the content out, but that is about to change. Well, as you would have noticed, we haven't had a lot of 12 for 2K content on the channel of late, and there's a pretty good reason why. Well, to start with, we've got a new set of rims here. Well, they're not new, but I'm about to fit up some brand new tyres, and you'll see me do that. But I'll go through and explain exactly the reason why you haven't seen any 12 for 2K footage. Last episode you would have noticed we started to build the engine, and that come to a grinding halt, and I'm about to explain exactly why. Well, here it is. Here's the block, all prepped, ready to go. But we come to a grinding halt. What stopped us was these bloody things. So we had originally 6 pistons that come out of this motor. 2 of them were damaged. We bought some other pistons. Well, Dad bought some other pistons. He brought them home. They were different. Turned out to be newer model 5-litre pistons, not the same as the earlier VN ones. And there was only 6 of those. We had another 308 early black motor, or 304 early black motor, trimatic pattern, so we couldn't use the block, otherwise we probably would have used that. Same size pistons, everything like that, same dish, the whole works. Thought, cool, we'll steal 2 of those, we'll put those in, and there was only 6 of those as well, because 2 of those were, well, we only had 7 of those. One of those was broken. We take 2 of them out, clean them all up. Dad gets down to the weighing stage, and turns out they are 30 grams heavier than the VN pistons. Well, that's no bueno. So what we have is 3 sets of pistons, none of which we've got a full set of, and none of which will help us build an engine. Now, yeah, I could just go out and buy a new set of pistons, but that's not going to help the budget, and that's not going to what this whole thing's about. So we put the feelers out, and I come up with these. Right, a full set of complete 304 pistons. And a Rollmaster timing chain set. Complete. Perfect. So they actually came from a mate who needed some help with adjusting up the roller rockers on his engine. And, well, Dad's a bit of a whiz at that sort of stuff, so I dragged him down to Perth. We went and got him to go over and adjust all these rockers up. He's happy as a pig in proverbial poo, and he donated us a set of pistons and timing chain set. Perfect. We now have a complete set of pistons ready to rock and roll. So all we need to do is give them a bath and a clean up, and they're ready to install. That's not this episode, but it'll be the next one. We now have everything we need to get this engine together, finally. All the rings, all the bearings, all the gaskets are here. Everything, heads, cam, the whole works. So, let's get that cracking. Today, we're going to get some rims and tyres fitted up. We're going to get the ute out of the shed and get it ready to start the process of getting this engine completely built, and then tear down the car and get it ready to rock and roll. Let's get some tyres done. So you've probably noticed or taken in that obviously I'm changing tyres and rims on the ute. That's because we gave the 20s back to Manged Up since we used it, and they look way better on there. Oh look, they look sick on the ute as well, but the issue with them being on the ute was we were chopping out the tyres too quick, and I don't want to be going through 20s. So these are instead of 18s. They're a nice looking rim. They'll do nicely on the ute for what we wanted to do. They look alright. They look the part. And it's going to have brand new tyres on it, so it should be good for it. We'll go and get it wheel aligned once we've got them on, so make it good and roadworthy. So as much as it's probably been frustrating for you guys that have signed up to the channel to watch 12 for 2K footage, I can tell you now, it's been equally as frustrating for us to not to be able to deliver 12 for 2K footage for you guys. Because we really enjoy it. We're looking forward to being able to do something different. You know, we've been burnout guys and stuff like that for so long, and to be able to do some drag racing is actually looking to be fun. I'm actually really looking forward to it, and to be able to do it on a budget, well, that makes it even more enjoyable, doesn't it? These tyres are rather crusty. So I'll put these on some time lapse and save you the heartache of watching me bust my freckle in real speed getting these things done. they really kicked my butt. I think I need some more tyre levers. So fighting it without tyre levers, and don't judge, I'm not a tyre fitter, okay? I have a tyre machine, doesn't mean I'm a tyre fitter. I have a tyre machine because COVID bought me one, and I change tyres for my burnout car. Occasionally I put them on my drag ute. Alright, let's get these things on the car. How good is it to see it out of the shed? Okie dokie. Well, car's out of the shed. Let's put some other wheels on it. Alright guys, as you can see, wheels are on. A little bit of a different look. The other ones went back to manged up, so these are the new wheels for the 12th for 2K car. Where to from here? So next week's video will be introduction to a new project car. Dad's probably in the background going, huh? But it will make sense when you see it, and the reasons why. It will be something completely different to what we've been doing through the channel so far at all, so you'll understand that when it comes. And then once we get that channel video out, we're still going to be doing the engine for this bad girl in the background, so we'll have a lineup of some engine building videos for this thing in the next few weeks. Alrighty, so I think that's going to be it. that's going to be the update for this week for the 12s for 2K car. Thanks very much for watching. Please like, share, comment, subscribe, and all that sort of stuff. And we'll see you next week with a new project.